On today's Tuesday Talk, we are answering a slightly longer question from a viewer, so I'll read it right off my list. After being on the road full-time for a few years, has your menu planning shopping changed? If yes, how? Do you find you can plan better with non-perishables for more variety in menus and less shopping? Care to share your best tips?
Well, we don't buy in bulk as much in the Airstream, for sure.
Yes, that is very true. One of the things that we learned is, while meal planning is important, flexible meal planning, I feel like, is more important when you RV because things change. It's not like you're keeping the same schedule every day like you might be if you were working a job and living in a house. So you might meet friends and decide to have a potluck, or see a restaurant you want to stop at, or decide to change where you're camping and like drive through dinner, or there's all sorts of things. You may not have power one night, and power you will have the next night. Like it all just depends when you're camping and how you camp. So the flexible meal planning is key. And part of the way to do that is what I call kind of like capsule kitchen planning, which is if you buy something that's perishable, say mangoes, since we love mangoes, I try to make sure I have a couple of different meals that we could eat using those mangoes. And any of the non-perishables for those meals, I make sure we have. So let's see if there's a better example. Tacos are the best example for flexible meal planning because you can make anything into a taco. So we always keep tortillas.
Even broccoli. We've included broccoli, like the cracked tacos.
Yeah.
We've included broccoli as a taco.
Yeah.
Well, inside as the filling.
Yeah, so having tortillas and having hot sauces and salsas and always keeping the stuff for tacos means that we can make tacos at any point. And it could be meat that we picked up, it could be veggies that we just picked up, or for instance, if we bought a bunch of broccoli, which we often do, and it's starting to go a little bit bad, we can fry up some broccoli and make tacos out of it. Or we could make Asian food with the broccoli with something we have in the freezer. So the key for me is that whatever fresh ingredients I'm getting, I make sure that I have dry, non-perishable ingredients that would work for multiple meals with that fresh ingredient, so that if we don't feel like eating the thing, or we're having people over suddenly and they don't eat meat or something, I have options in the Airstream that I can cook with. And that just takes time and figuring out recipes you like with those core ingredients. Like, how many recipes off the top of your head can you cook with broccoli with what you have in your kitchen? Or mangoes, for that matter. So, yeah. So we try to keep the non-perishables. We don't buy as much in bulk, but we do keep rice, pasta, canned beans, cans of coconut milk, peanut butter.
Bottles of beer.
Yeah, that's not part of dinner, though.
Oh. Well, it could be part of dinner.
Yeah. So quinoa, stuff like that, tortillas. We keep all of that stuff and then just bring in the fresh ingredients as we want and need them. And that tends to work well. And still meal plan. So like put on one night, I'll put this, or I'll have enough to do both of them. And then if I end up moving the meals around, it's not a big deal. I just know what's going to go bad first and make sure I cook that first. So.
And I'm just here. I provide emotional support. I help her consume all the delicious food.
He goes grocery shopping with me.
I do. Occasionally I wash the dishes. I used to do that more in the Airstream than I do now. Carry heavy stuff. I don't know. Now I'm just rationalizing my existence. But every once in a while, that's good to get that reinforcement. Like there's a reason why
you're here.
Why I'm here, yeah. Why you keep me around.
Well, I mean, I couldn't eat all the food I make.
You couldn't. No. Even you and your dog, you couldn't do that. No.
So hopefully that answered your question. If you have a question for a future Tuesday Talk, please leave it in the comments below. It could be about the Airstream and travel and food and planning and all that. It could be about the new off-grid house and life out here. It could be about our puppies. It could be about our pasts. It could really be about just about anything.
Wait, off-grid house? What is that you're talking about? Perhaps you should link to that in the description of the video.
That was really stupid. At that, we're going to leave it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it if you find it useful, and we will see you next time.
This is the emotional support that I try to provide. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I just comes across clumsy and Oh.